Morning everybody, welcome back to another episode on the Herbal Healing YouTube channel. My name's Martin and I'm here to give you a raw, honest documentation into my journey into prescribed medical cannabis. So in the last episode I was telling you about how I was unable to show up for my family. Things just got really heavy and I had to spend days in bed just to make it through the other end. I'm here to tell you today that things are improving. I've been able to show up for my family, show up for my wee lad, and just generally, things are getting there. But as most of you all know, what you see on the surface isn't always a true reflection of what's going on underneath. So let's unpack that. I've dropped half a dose in the morning, so we're still on 1.5 tablets in the morning, and my head's feeling very, very wobbly. I feel very lightheaded, sort of nauseous. Feel like I could spew at any minute. So I've been dealing with that. That in itself is an issue. No great. But we're fighting through for now. I don't know if maybe I should go keep my 2 tablets in the morning every second day and then see how that goes for a week or so, see if it improves or anything. So that's where we are at with the SSRIs. I'm led to believe that this is quite, the venlafaxine tablets that I'm on are quite nasty to come off. So I think the journey might be more arduous than originally anticipated. There's been a few times in the past where the doctors have either missed my prescription request or it's been late and I maybe went 2 or 3 days without my venlafaxine, and I could only describe that as absolute hell. Like constantly feeling on the verge of spewing, just in and out of manic laughter, manic tears, just like on a loop. The tiniest wee things just like setting you off, like hysterical crying. So it's no an ideal medication to be coming off of, but essentially that's why I'm coming off it. Anything that does that to your body when you're coming off it like that can't be good for you. So yeah, maybe need to review how I'm tapering off the medication. It's been quite a mad week in respect to I've not really had a minute to like decompress, to digest what's been happening. This is sort of the first sort of spare time I've had over the last 2 weeks even. That's why this video's coming to you a wee bit later than I would like. On that note, does everybody like the weekly update, or would you benefit from a more full-bodied update every 2 weeks? Let me know what you think in the comments and we'll take it from there.
A few moments later.
Totally lost it. But back to the prescribed medical cannabis. So I don't know if I'm taking the puff too late at night, because I'm waking up 2-3 in the morning with like insane hunger urges. So I'm heading into the kitchen at daft o'clock, and I'm just ransacking like chocolate biscuits, cookies, pretty much stuff that isn't good for you at any time of the day, never mind 2-3 in the morning. So I am piling on an incredible amount of weight. Like, I didn't ever think I've been bigger in my life, which is alarming. Does anybody have any tips on the munchy front? With regards to... Yeah, so I've got a follow-up meeting with the doctors, my medical doctors. I'm getting that booked in the next couple of weeks. So I'll have a chat with them and see what's what. I've also managed to acquire a mighty big shout out to the guy that gave me that. Very much appreciated. Saved me a lot of money, just money that I can't afford, to be fair, to be spending. So that's been a massive lifesaver. That's it. That's what I wanted to speak to you about. So we had the health visitor in the other day. Just checking up on the wee man's progress. Everything's fine, happy days. But we also spoke to her about getting some extra support for me, just to free up some time. So the reality of that is that we might be able to get some extra time for the wee man to go to nursery through the week, just for a couple of hours, just to give me some time to clear my feet through the week. But the thought of him leaving me for a couple of hours a week, didn't sit right with me. Like, that whole first year of him being in the world, is just an absolute blur for me. There was a lot of financial pressure on me. It was up to my eyeballs in debt. There was a lot of unwanted family pressure and family drama. And that kind of stuff should not have been happening to me. I opened up to my family and I really didn't get the support I needed. And to this day, I can't wrap my head around it. Like, whatever your thoughts or your feelings on me are, I have a responsibility to look after a tiny human, and people were not there for me. So I feel like I lost that whole maybe even the first 18 months with my son, because I was just in pure survival mode. And I see photos and people talk to me about memories and things that happened, and I have zero recollection. So the thought of me having to part with my son for 2-3 hours a week, that sat really, really heavy in my chest, to the point where me and my wife spoke about it, and I broke down crying, because I feel like I've already lost so much time with my son. And now, albeit it's nursery, it's a good thing, it's essential for his development and stuff, it's really good, but I don't want to lose any more time with him. I feel I've already lost so much time. So the thought of that just crippled me emotionally. The dad guilt was just overbearing. It was a lot. And I know the purpose of the time by him going to nursery is to free up some time for me to take a wee bit of the load off of me, give me some time to decompress, and I know it would probably be good for me, but it still doesn't change the way I feel about parting with him so soon. I've only maybe got another 2 years with him before he goes to school, and man, that's a scary thought. So the good news is the emotions are coming back. The emotions are coming back. So whatever that nighttime dose was numbing is starting to soften again, which is great. So I think positive changes are happening within this this crazy wee thing up here. So I think that's a good point to leave it this week. Massive apologies for the pause in the middle of the video. My brain's pretty fried, as you are all aware. But before I go, I just want to give everybody a massive shout out. Everybody that's came and spoke to me face to face, anybody that's left a comment on a video, anybody that's liked a video, anybody that's shared the video, anybody that's even watched a video in the background and said nothing. I appreciate it all so much. I've also had people come and open up to me, which is incredible. The main purpose of this channel is to give an honest, raw documentation into what coming off SSRIs and going into prescribed medical cannabis looks like. But I feel like the secondary purpose of this channel is to get people opening up, get other people sharing their stories and unloading a weight off their chests. So I'm always here. I know what it's like to suffer in silence. So if you're watching this right now and you're suffering, don't suffer anymore. Speak to me, speak to a loved one, speak to anyone. This is your sign to open up. My DMs are always open, alright? Have an amazing weekend, everybody. Big love. Take it easy.